Have you heard of Holbox, Mexico?
If not, think of long, white sand beaches, relaxing in a hammock, surrounded by the most beautiful, crystal clear turquoise waters in the world. Are you ready?
Let's go. Hola amigos, two gay expats here. I'm Andy.
And I'm Trey. If you are new to our channel, welcome and thanks for joining us. On this channel, we highlight our adventures around the world to inspire your travels, as well as to show you what places are really like if you are thinking about living, working, or retiring abroad.
If you haven't already, please click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our adventures.
We are currently living back in Playa del Carmen, Mexico, as we wait for our house to be finished in Tulum.
Today, we're traveling from Playa del Carmen to Isla Holbox.
It's been on our travel list forever, so we're super excited to see if it lives up to the hype. Is Isla Holbox Mexico's best kept secret? Is it the best island in Mexico? We're gonna find out, so sit back, relax, and join us.
But first, coffee. No, wait, we've already had our coffee. We're actually here to drop Patty off for a few nights at Animal House, also known as the Doggy Hilton.
Patty absolutely loves it here. They even have a pool for the dogs where Patty can sun herself all day, which is her favorite. And you'll definitely want to stick around until the end of this video for our pro tips on Holbox, as well as to see Patty's reaction when we come back to pick her up. It is always cuteness overload.
After a short walk through the colorful streets of Playa del Carmen and down Playa's famous Fifth Avenue, we arrive at the Turistica Auto bus station.
By far the easiest way to get to Holbox from Cancun, Playa del Carmen, or even Tulum is to book a ticket online for the luxury Auto bus to the small fishing town of Chiquila.
Tickets cost 334 pesos, or about $16 each way, and the journey cuts across the Yucatán Peninsula, taking just under 2.5 hours.
So we made it to Chiquila. We just grabbed our ferry tickets. They were 440 pesos, so what is that, around $24? $22 USD, and we're just headed on the short walk down to the ferries now. The next one leaves in about 20 minutes, so right on time, and we should be over to Holbox in about 20 more minutes.
We continued down the same road we drove in on by foot, past the colorful letters typical of many towns in Mexico, and see the marina just ahead.
We arrive at the ferry pier in less than 5 minutes by foot. You can also purchase tickets here. It's the same price as at the Auto station.
We board early and luckily find 2 first-row seats up top. If you haven't applied your sunscreen just yet, there is also an air-conditioned main cabin just below us.
It's a thrilling ride over. As we gently glide into the marina, it's probably as good a time as any to highlight a few interesting facts about Holbox and provide some orientation. First, Holbox is a Mayan name meaning black hole for the dark color of the water here on the lagoon side.
On arrival for orientation, the main beach, Playa Holbox, the tour dock popular for sunset, and the famous Holbox letters are a straight shot across the island, basically north as you leave the ferry. To the west, you will pass the Holbox airport on your way to Playa Punta Cocos and the lagoon next to it with the organisms that light up at night, also known as bioluminescence. And to the east, along the northern beach of Playa Holbox, you will find the sandbank at low tide in the direction of Punta Mosquito.
If you need assistance with your luggage or prefer not to walk to your accommodation, you'll find a number of golf cart taxis outside the ferry exit. As it's too early for us to check into our hotel, we are going to walk the 10 minutes or so to cross the island for lunch on the beach.
Once on Holbox, you will immediately feel life slows down. There are no cars, only golf carts, bikes, and your 2 feet to get around the island.
Relaxing on the beach is definitely one of the best things to do on Isla Holbox, so we are gonna head to lunch now at Casa Las Tortugas. It is a gorgeous boutique design property with one of the best restaurants, beach clubs, bars, and just all around hotels on the island.
As you enter Casa Las Tortugas, you pass under the handmade palapa roof into a beautiful garden decorated with local clay pots. After the journey to get here, it's definitely an oasis of calm. The sounds of the waterfall greet you, along with a sign that reads, "You are now entering a stress-free zone." And that's exactly where we want to be.
We love the bridge over to reception and the in-pool hot tub just outside the hotel spa. The rooms are all unique, including some jaw-dropping beachfront options. The hotel's signature restaurant and beach club, Mandarina, is our next stop. It's definitely the most luxurious spot on the main beach in Holbox, serving up delicious cocktails and food, combined with cool breezes and spectacular views of the Gulf of Mexico. With this view, you would surely think you are next to the Caribbean Sea, but surprisingly, you are not.
For lunch, we order the mouth-watering Baja-style cauliflower tacos, hummus, and grilled vegetables with aioli. To quench our thirst, we enjoy a couple of margaritas and almost need to pinch ourselves with this incredible view.
That lunch was absolutely delicious.
Delicious.
We are now headed over to Parity, which means for you, so hotel for you. Two ladies in our Spanish class recommended this. They loved it over here, so we are excited to give it a try ourselves.
Hola, welcome to Parity, Arumbida.
Our amazing room comes equipped with a hammock, king-size bed, ensuite bathroom, and a gorgeous balcony view out to the pool. It's everything we hoped for, but we're not sure what to make of this strange noise, so let's head out to the balcony to find out.
Oh my God, we just arrived, and as we were being escorted to our room, the lady said, "Be sure to keep your doors closed at night. There are raccoons." And then we got to our room and we went to go open the balcony, and it's not just at night, it's during the day too.
Oh yeah. He's still staring at me right now. He's so cute though. I mean, a raccoon's dangerous. I don't even know.
Yeah, I think they have the rescue crew to get him down because he's a young one. He can't get up nor down. He's stuck where he's at.
Yeah, he's definitely a baby. He's so cute. Oh my gosh. Now the entire hotel staff are watching us.
Yeah.
But amazing room. There's like a hammock in the middle of the room, private bathroom, AC and a fan, overlooking the pool with a beautiful balcony. But I don't think we'll be able to use the balcony until we figure out what to do with our little new friend.
Well, also we can't keep the door open unless we're like here to scare the raccoons out.
Right. Oh, you could hear him, his little noise.
He's so cute. He's so cute.
That was crazy. We didn't realize that the baby was stuck on the railing, and the mama finally came around the corner and like grabbed him on the neck and like pulled him down and like took him away. That was so cool. Everyone downstairs at the pool was like watching the whole situation happen. But yeah, anyways, the pool is absolutely stunning. There are 2 pools, 2 roof decks with loungers. What a cute little hotel. The lady who is in charge and runs it is absolutely sweet as well. We're super excited to be staying here.
See?
So after checking into our hotel, we have come down to where the sandbank rises at low tide. You can see people behind us walking out to it. It looks like you're almost walking on water.
It's amazing just how shallow the water is way out here, and it's such a unique view of the beach too. We can also clearly see the sandbank now just before it emerges from the water.
The sandbank rises at low tide, absolutely stunning waters. I guess we're about 100 meters offshore here. We're gonna walk down to where we see the kite surfers and it just be completely sandy, super cool. And then we're gonna head over to a rooftop pool for a beverage afterwards. So here we go.
Let's go.
As we make our way to the last sandbank before Punta Mosquito, we see 2 stand-up paddleboarders and a kite surfer on the move to make the most of the last few hours of sunlight.
Holbox is one of the best places to learn to kite surf, as the steady breeze and calm, shallow waters are perfect for beginners. We've noticed a number of kite surfing schools around the island if you're game to give it a try. But for us, we don't want to miss a romantic sunset.
We made it almost all the way to Punta Mosquito, and so now we're gonna head back. We're a little worried that the water is gonna come up, so it's already getting a little deeper, and we definitely are ready for that cold beverage.
We've heard a lot of good things about Alma Bar, so we head in and up the stairs to the rooftop.
A laid-back beach bar with chill vibes is exactly what we need right now, and this nice breeze. We each order a different mojito from their signature cocktail list and take them into the pool with us to cool off.
The view out to the sandbank is also quite good from up here. It definitely looks like people are walking on water now. Or is that the mojito talking?
Our drinks at Alma Bar were absolutely fantastic. The view from up there was really amazing as well. I had a classic mojito and Andy had a ginger lemon mojito, super refreshing. And now we are just walking down the beach, headed back towards town, and we are ready for an amazing sunset, which is for sure one of the other best things to do while you're on Isla Holbox.
The best place to watch sunset is the main pier on Playa Holbox. It's extremely popular to grab your beverage of choice, sit back and relax, and watch the sun go down here. It's the perfect way to end your day in paradise.
But our day is not over yet. After a quick refresh, we walk through town for our dinner reservations at Salma. Salma is known for its wood-fired kitchen, delicious food, as well as music and dancing later to cap off your night.
The incredible ambiance includes a pirate vibe, which is an ode to Holbox's history. In true form, we order a couple of their potions served smoky in a nice presentation. For food, we try the toasted avocado, smoked beets, and creamy mac and cheese. Everything is amazing at Salma, from the ambiance to the food. After dinner, we check out the shops in town before calling it a night for our beauty sleep.
Good morning, amigos. We are up early, had a delicious breakfast at the hotel. It was included, and now we are headed over to the beach to check out the Holbox letters. You'll find these colorful letters in most tourist towns, but here they're a little unique because one of the letters is missing and it's about human height. So you create the L in Holbox. We just came across one of Andy's favorite things, and it is his cost of living indicator here in Mexico. What did you see?
I saw a broom.
How did it rank in your scale?
Well, it was 95 pesos for a broom, and many other places in Mexico it's 45 pesos in Cipolite, for example, and in Tulum it was 65 pesos. So at least on the cost of a broom, it's a little bit pricier here.
Totally. Getting up early totally paid off for a perfect photo with the Holbox letters.
And we also found a beach vendor selling cold brew, our favorite, right by the main pier. Would you like a cold brew? Cold Would you like a cold brew?
Yes, we just found the vendor we were looking for this morning with the cold brew. He was right by the main dock there, right behind the sign with the letters. There's nothing better than a walk on the beach early in the morning. It's so quiet and peaceful, just listening to the waves.
We're also loving this guy taking photos of his dog. It's definitely making us miss Patty.
We are going to have a relaxing day today. It is our last day here on Holbox, but we don't leave until much later tonight. So we do have a full day in store, but there are so many activities to do here, from the whale shark tour to kayaking in the mangroves to the bioluminescence tour in the evenings. But I think we're just gonna relax. So don't be afraid to just enjoy yourself, relax on the beach. That is why you're here. That is why most people come to Holbox, and that is our plan for today, either on the beach or maybe even by our hotel pool, which looks absolutely stunning. But we have an entire afternoon ahead, so we're gonna head over and rent some bikes to head to the other end of Isla that we haven't seen yet. All right, we are on our bikes finally, and we are headed to Punta Cocos, which is on the opposite side of the, I guess, inhabitable part of Holbox. And it is also a great spot for sunset, we hear. But yeah, we are excited to go down. Hopefully there's a little spot for us to grab a drink. It's kind of hot today. But yeah, we had a little bit of a hiccup getting our bikes. The weather, we have bikes in Tulum ourselves, and the weather just really doesn't allow for high quality bikes. So yeah, we had to switch them out and get some new ones. But we are now on our way to the beautiful Punta Cocos and looking forward to maybe a refreshing swim as well.
Look at this absolutely postcard perfect beach. It's totally worth the extra effort to get here.
It is definitely a hot one, and you are definitely going to want to rent bikes to make it down to Playa Cocos. It is super hot, so we're definitely going to have to get in this water. But wow, absolutely stunning. Oh my gosh, I think this is my favorite part of Holbox so far. This beach is absolutely iconic. Holbox. Wow. The water is also super refreshing, and there's not a lot of people here. It feels like, what were you saying? Andy said that
It's undiscovered.
Yes.
But maybe everybody just hasn't yet woken up.
Yeah, it is on the early, well, I guess not too early. It's around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and some people are starting to arrive, but when we first got here, it was definitely super low-key, not a lot of people at all.
On this part of the island, we also find educational signs to protect the local flora and fauna. Holbox is located within a nature preserve known as Yumbalam.
The wildlife is so cool. We've seen everything from baby birds to raccoons to iguanas. Unbelievable. The cute little needlefish we saw yesterday. We were walking on the sandbank.
See? Yeah. Even a few bears.
We are coming around the point now and seeing some gorgeous white umbrellas. Not really sure what is over here, but it's kind of a romantic walk. I wasn't expecting to see anything, and so maybe this will be a nice little spot for a cocktail. We're gonna go check it out. Looks like it could be an absolutely beautiful hotel here, kind of in the middle of nowhere at the end of the beach.
Unbelievable new hotel we just discovered walking around the point from Playa Punta Cocos. It has a beautiful beach club, restaurants and bar. Some rooms are swim up, others have private plunge pools. The only guests seem to be this little iguana. We asked our amazing waiter Alejandro how long the hotel has been open, and he said 2 months. Wow, what a find. We just asked about a day pass, and it's 900 pesos or about 45 US dollars.
And it all goes towards food and beverage, which we absolutely love. This has to be the best new hotel in Holbox. That was an incredible experience at Playa Punta Cocos. It is definitely a don't miss experience on Holbox. We are now headed to return the bikes. I know we just got them for the whole day, but we're gonna just return them and then head to lunch at Roots, which is a famous pizza place here for their lobster pizza. I'm not sure that we'll try the lobster. We just love the classic margarita, but we will see here shortly, and we're definitely ready for a beer. It is so hot, but what a fun day.
We drop off the bikes and walk to Roots in town. We love a wood-fired oven and are ready to try the best pizza in Holbox.
The pizza is so good. I'm like really enjoying how crunchy the crust is.
What kind of pizza did you get?
Margarita pizza with pepperoni.
After lunch, we find a surf shop with some quality Holbox shirts for both of us. We don't normally do much shopping, but this will be our one exception this trip.
Looking good.
Thank you.
We are back at Hotel Parity by the pool. We're gonna relax here for a few hours until our ferry and our transport back over to Playa del Carmen.
Is this our ferry?
This is our ferry behind us. Andy just grabbed us tickets, and this is it for our first trip to Holbox. We loved it and are not ready to go, but we are on the second to last ferry just to make sure we catch our bus with plenty of time in Chiquila. And
Sounds like it's gonna be a great time.
On arrival back on the mainland, it's time for sunset, which we never like to miss.
Wow, you just glow in the sunset.
We're just now watching the sunset over in Chiquila. We have a little bit of time to kill until our bus ride back to Playa del Carmen. But I was trying to remember what this whole experience reminded me of, the transit over to Holbox, and it reminds me of Fire Island Pines from New York City. You take the train out, and then you have a little shuttle, and then you take the ferry over, and then there are no cars, just like walking, and it's exactly the same experience coming over to Holbox. Everything is super convenient. You just roll with it, and you will get there no problem.
See? It's our last gorgeous sunset of this mini vacation to check out Holbox for ourselves, and it won't be our last. We had a great time and can't wait to come back, maybe in a couple of months when the whale sharks are offshore in huge numbers.
If you are planning a trip to Holbox, we have a few pro tips to make your trip easier, as well as a few recommendations on how to get here. First, bring cash. We had no problem paying with a credit card all over the island, except for, of course, the beach vendors, as well as Roots, which is the best pizza place in town. It is solo efectivo, or cash only. We also found a C Banco branch and ATM on the main road between the ferry and the beach, but we hear during high season, it's often out of service or out of cash. Also, we recommend bringing or purchasing sunscreen as well as mosquito repellent on arrival. They don't call it Punta Mosquito for nothing. Lastly, it's worth mentioning the cell service and Wi-Fi are quite good on the island, which is a great surprise to us. For logistics, you can take the luxury Ado bus like we did to Chiquila, which is the departure point for the ferries. Alternatively, you can fly, arrange a private taxi or shuttle, or drive yourself. If you decide to fly, note the prices start between $400 and $500 a person one way from Cancun, and even more from Playa del Carmen and Merida. The small airport is within walking distance or a quick golf cart taxi to anywhere in Holbox, and it's definitely the quickest option. You can also drive yourself to Chiquila, and we found tons of options for around 100 pesos a night for secure parking, which is around 5 USD. We had a little extra time on our hands before our Ado bus back to Playa del Carmen, so we walked the entire strip, and we found parking Los Delfines seemed to be the best, most secure option. For ferry tickets, there are 2 companies making the quick 20-minute crossing. We took Nueve Hermanos, or 9 brothers, on the way over to Holbox, and then we took Holbox Express on the way back. Tickets are 220 pesos or 11 USD each way per adult. The ticket window is also only open at the departure area for the company operating the next ferry, and they are directly across from each other. The companies also alternate departures, so there are ferries every half hour from Chiquila to Holbox from 6 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. and then departing Holbox for Chiquila from 5 a.m. to 8:30 p.m.
All right, it's time to pick up Patty, and she is already spinning with excitement. We seriously have the happiest, most expressive dog. We definitely can't wait to have her back with us. Well, that's it for our first trip to Holbox. We'll definitely be back soon.
Thanks so much for watching. For more of our adventures, check out our travel vlog at tugaexpats.com and follow us on your favorite socials at tugaexpats.
And if you like this video, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to our channel.
We've made a number of videos all over the Yucatan and have many more in the works since we live here now in Quintana Roo. Also, feel free to drop any adventures or destinations you'd like us to cover in the comments below. You never know, we just might be able to make it happen.
See you on the next adventure. Hasta luego.